God bless the flag, we all beating our chest. When it's peace, it's the same old game, the same old players, same old names. Right. My skin is my sin. My skin is my sin.
What's good, fam? How's everybody doing? I'm alright. Thanks for asking. Appreciate it.
How you doing, brother? How you doing, man? I'm sorry. You know me. I thought it was one of them explanatory questions. You feel what I'm saying? How you doing, brother?
Right. I don't care. Just talking to myself. It's cool. It ain't the first time.
Yeah, it's not.
You know, it always amazes me that people ignore themselves and say, as long as you don't talk back. I'm not going to ignore me. I'm the best conversation I'm going to ever get.
We'll leave that one alone. Okay, brother. You can stay over there. I'm going to leave that one alone.
Like you don't answer questions back, man. Like you know, people ask themselves a question, you gonna answer back. You gonna ignore yourself?
Are you gonna ask yourself?
Oh, don't act like there have not been moments you ain't asked yourself. Like, man, am I doing the right thing here?
I'm not trying to talk about that right now. We're going to be in the same boat. Oh, man. So what's going on your side of the world, fam?
Oh, man, you know, the regular work. You know, just
same
doing my little
side.
regular. Yeah.
Correct. Always. You feel what I'm saying? Where's Sean down there? Is Sean on with us?
I'm not sure if this 4 was, you know, I had to figure out his phone, his last 4 every week, so.
Yeah, I'm about to say. You ever seen that movie, I Got the Hook Up? You feel me? With Master P and AJ. Yeah, when the dude came up, he had all those cell phones in his jacket. You feel me? Looking like the dude from Sean was roasting session. Sean was coming home from work one day. You feel what I'm saying? The dude opened up his jacket. He bought all the phones and the jacket. You feel what I'm saying? So the dude went home in his boxes. But he had 26
okay.
cell phones that night.
My bad. I'm sorry, man. This Sean, man, he is on the line. I didn't know if that was his number or not.
I didn't know he was listening, though. I didn't know he was listening.
Yeah, I was listening, Sean.
Hey, man. Hey, what's going on, brother? How you feeling, man? Hey, man. What's going on, bro? Hey, man. Hey, man.
What's going on with you, okay?
Oh, no, I'm all right. I'm great. You know, I'm cool with it.
You know, I wasn't exactly sure if that was you, man.
Yeah, I mean,
I was listening. I was waiting because I was waiting for AJ to jump on me. I knew he was going to, you know, bust his shot. I knew I was waiting.
That Guatemalan number threw me off, though.
Oh, the Guatemalan number? Oh. Oh. You know what I'm saying? I got, you know, my service, I got the hookup, so, you know, it bounces off of towers from, you know, different IP addresses. It has a swing, you know, to London to, you know, Denmark back on its way, you know.
Oh, man. This is golden, man. This is golden, man.
You silly, bro. You are silly,
my
man.
My man said I told you he had the hookup. I told you.
Right. Hold on 1 second, though. We got to let them know y'all tune in to My Skin Is My Sin on Blog Talk Radio. From Goins to Gods. We welcome everyone. We only got one rule, that's be respectful. Salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all for joining us for the conversation. All right, my bad. I had to get that out there, though.
Oh, no, everything's all good. So, what's the topic about, Sean? jobs? Anybody want to elaborate? I mean, we already know what it is. But we just want to let the listeners know what we're talking about. You feel me? And not only
what's going on in our world. That's the topic. My bad.
Right, and not just to talk about our outlook on it. We want to see y'all outlook on it as well. So we accept all callers, and let's chop up this good game.
Yeah, we won't say all callers. We'll say 99.99% of callers. There's a couple people I'd hang up on though.
We're going to the next caller because he hung up.
Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, this is. Go to the next caller.
Yeah, because he hung up.
he wasn't.
He hung up.
Yeah, he wasn't with us. It was too much static in the background. You started breaking up empty bags of potato chips, and that was him. That was him.
I just got to keep it real though. There's a couple people. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh yes. Who? Oh, click.
Patty. Hey, like Pac said, man, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. You feel
and by the way, people out there listening, the phone number is 347-855-8692. So call in.
And if you want to get through,
and get in the queue, please, and you can kick it with us.
Definitely.
And if y'all don't know already, if it's your first time listening, I don't know, maybe the first 15, 20 minutes, we really talk about absolutely nothing.
Yeah, we just chop up.
You know how we do.
Game.
Right. We don't show up until, 15, 20 minutes into the show anyway, the majority of us. So we just pretty much just chop it up about literally nothing. And enjoy doing it, I might add.
Yeah, I mean, we just want to make everybody else feel comfortable. You dig what I'm saying? Like, we don't just want to enter y'all into the danger zone. We want y'all to feel comfortable before you walk into the dragon's lair, where you have to sit here and talk to the three-headed monsters. Pause, if necessary.
Whoa.
Pause. You feel what I'm saying? Pause. I hate y'all.
You need some help, bro. I ain't mad at you.
I try to sense myself, but the first pause don't help when the second one come in. When you hear the second one, you like, yeah, I fucked up. Excuse me, I ain't mean to cuss. This is PG-13. Okay.
Technically, I think you did mean to cuss. You just forgot. I guess. I don't know. Actually, I mean, how we do. As long as we ain't being disrespectful, we grown here.
I don't give a. Excuse me. I don't give a freak.
I know, man.
Take it back to the 90s. I don't give a boop. I don't give a boop about a boop and a boop and boop. Yeah. That's from back in the day. Boop. Yeah. But anyway, all right. So let's talk about. Let's just throw this topic around.
What's that?
Let's talk about Chicago for a second, because I want to hear your thoughts about, because a lot of things are circulating around it, and I have an outlook on it that might be a little bit different from everybody else's. But I do want to hear what you guys' ideas. For one, I want to definitely say rest in peace to Tyshawn. His funeral was today. The life that was basically taken away from us, you feel me, before it even got a chance to fully flourish. Nobody has to basically be taken out of this world in that type of a manner. So how do you? Exactly. You know what? I'm gonna get the ball rolling. Okay. Now, it's been a picture floating around of this young kid, and it was of him throwing up gang signs. I don't feel as though that it was him in that picture. I think that it's propaganda. I honestly feel as though that it is really propaganda. Because
I mean, you know what? Let's just assume that it is. So fucking what? He is 9 years old and was murdered.
I agree. It doesn't matter if it was or wasn't him. But the reason why I wanted to bring this up, because we have to look at how propaganda works, and we have to look at who controls the media. Now, the thing that they're going to do, they're going to try to, in my personal opinion, this has no effect or any opinion on my skin as my sin with Jobs or Sean. My personal opinion is that they want to criminalize anybody that is our skin tone. You dig what I'm saying?
Hey, AJ, you know what? We ain't telling what story we're talking about. There may be some people who don't know. There was a 9-year-old young man that got lured into an alley in Chicago and literally was murdered. It was not like it was an accidental shooting. I mean, from all accounts, allegedly, however you want to say it, doesn't appear that it was an accidental shooting of any kind. It was purposeful. It was intent, and they killed a 9-year-old. You know, so rest in peace to that young man. You know, but to kind of piggyback off of what you were saying, though, AJ, I'm looking at it from a more, I guess, simplistic view. I'm angry at whoever has that in them to kill a 9-year-old. I'm angry that there are people that know those people that are aware that they killed a 9-year-old, and they okay with that. That's just like, now I understand the propaganda, the systemic, you know, white supremacy. I get it. It hurts that there are human beings that would kill a 9-year-old. You know, so I think that's my biggest thing with it.
Oh, yeah, one thing we definitely have to do is not take our eyes off basically the main issue at stake. That's one thing that we're not going to do. We're not going to basically overlook these things and basically put our thesis in front of it. That's something that I didn't want to do. I am kind of overthinking for our audience, so I'll take that one on the chin. But I want to make a correlation between a lot of our young brothers out here that are getting killed in the same thing that they have to connect with each other. Now, let's look at Trayvon Martin. Through the media, they basically posted up pictures of him smoking weed. So the idea of it is he is doing bad things to the point where he deserves to be killed. Then when you look at Mike Brown, the only thing that they showed was him in that convenience store. They're putting out negative images. When you look at Tamir Rice, they couldn't put out no bad images of him because he was too young to have a Facebook page. So this is where I come to Tyshawn when I'm talking about this same situation. Why wasn't this picture floating around, or was it put out there on the news, but it's floating around on social media? I'm a conspiracy theorist, but it's a certain method to my madness when I look at these things. Why is this picture floating around? How did they get this picture? He doesn't have a Facebook page. He doesn't have an Instagram page. He doesn't have a Twitter, whatever you want to call it. So how did this one picture get out there and they put Rest in Peace Tyshawn on it, but there's a million other pictures that they didn't put Rest in Peace Tyshawn at the bottom of? And everybody is saying that's him. They want to look at melanoid people in a negative image. And people are running with it.
I don't, on this particular one, somebody murdered a 9-year-old.
See,
like I understand everything that you're saying. I get it. But I don't, I just get the feeling from what I've read and from what I've seen is that this wasn't like somebody coming from outside the neighborhood and killing a kid. This was somebody from the hood that killed a 9-year-old. The fact that we have people out there that think that is okay and will do that.
I don't see, and that's what I'm trying to say, because think about what you just said. You said you have people that think that it's okay to do that. Why would they think it's okay to do that when you put out images of them throwing up gang signs when it might not be them? This is what I'm saying. The images that they put out there would make people think that it's okay. I am not trying to defer from this young man being killed. That's not what I'm deferring from. What I'm saying is all of these things are distractions of basically what you're saying. If we're going to talk about current issues, we have to talk about all these things. One thing I will not do is defer from this young man basically being murdered before he even had a chance to live his life.
Looking at it in a bigger perspective than I am, I guess. I'm looking at it more locally, or, at the end of the day, there was somebody that felt comfortable enough to kill a 9-year-old. I understand that there are images in place. There's systems in place to encourage us to do things of that nature. But the level of disgust for somebody that could do that to a child is unparalleled. Like, that's totally different. Like if it was two 20-year-olds, I would be right there with you, and it's the same, that would be my initial thing. It's not. It's a 9-year-old. Like, to me, that just, it's a different tone. It takes on just a different level of venom from myself for that type of individual. That's just me, though.
Oh, yeah, we're online. We live. You said I'm listening.
Oh, because I ain't hear a word. I'm wondering if my phone acting up. It does that occasionally.
I'm calling back.
Mm-hmm. You say you falling back?
No, basically I just fell back. I'm listening to what you're saying, though.
Oh, okay. I feel you on that one. I mean, it is what it is, though, and I think that neighborhood should not accept this one. And I can't remember what dude did. I saw he was also in full disclosure, he was a minister or a pastor or whatever, but he was also like a senator or something like that.
Wait,
he
so
went to go visit the dudes. Huh?
They caught the guy that did it?
No.
Say, that picture that they put up of those 4 dudes, it's still a sad story. It was a murder that happened last summer, and they killed the 9-year-old. It was 4 dudes. I seen the picture that you're talking about with the dreads that was floating around. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sean? Yeah, it wasn't for Tyshawn. It was something that happened last year. Still disgusting.
Yeah. That's just totally. Oh man, I can't even. It's hard to put into words like how I really feel about this one. It's a tough one. Oh, but what I was saying about the Reverend also, he went to go meet with Larry Hoover and I forget the other guy's name. And I posted it in the event if you haven't checked that out. We got the event open and we do got the chat room open also. But I posted that he went to go meet with these guys because one started the Gangster Disciples in Chicago, and the other one, if I remember correctly, started is that his name? Started the Black Peace Stones.
I'm not really familiar with gangs, but I know one of them is Larry Davis, if I'm not mistaken.
Larry Davis, I might have got his name wrong. I thought it was Larry Hoover, but I could have got it wrong though.
Larry Hoover, yeah.
But he
I was about to say Larry Davis.
They were appalled about that. I ain't familiar with Larry. I think it was Larry Hoover though, but They were saying
Larry Hoover,
these the OGs of the OGs, and they were appalled by the act. And he's trying to somehow get them to help, whatnot, to kind of calm the situation. But it's like them dudes is locked up in like supermax prisons. And they got an hour a day out there cell. Like how effective can they be? What was you about to say?
Honestly,
no, I guess nothing. All right, go ahead. AJ, my bad.
What happened?
I mean, no, we was asking, how do you feel about the whole situation?
I mean, there's not really much to say about it. I mean, it's a terrible situation, and it's sad that there's people out there that's sick, and we need to purge society of this whole type of thing. And the only way to do it is to promote morals, stronger morals within society. I mean, if you look around and you hear the music, just walking down the street, you can hear it's just sex all over the place, lusting. It's the whole society is capitalistic, all about capitalizing on people. So you breed monsters at the bottom. People that usually, to a degree, it breeds monsters. And we have to deal with this type of stuff because there's monsters out there now. We got to be heroes. We got to be superheroes.
Can we fix it? You think?
Yeah.
Of course,
it's just a lot of work that needs to be done. A lot of work.
I wonder sometimes, bro. I wonder.
The whole thing about it is, people. I always say people expect to see the change within their lifetime, but there's so much change that needs to be done that even if we start getting the ball rolling right now properly and it's effective and things are happening, we'll still never be able to see at least us, this generation, will never be able to see the true liberation
of our labor, the fruits of our labor, pretty much. I'm not. See, that's the difference between.
But we must still keep going, Because if we put the minute we put the fight down, we give up. It's just peeling back all the work that was done. So
taking
the action. And
I'm sorry, I thought this was finished.
No, go ahead.
Because everybody wants to know why I'm so passionate. You dig what I'm saying? You have to really talk about my list, but nobody wants to hear about that. Nobody really cares. Only thing they really care about is what's going on right now. So when I talk, I really talk with passion. This is how I talk to people in their face. This is how I really feel about people that look just like me. That's why I feel as though that I am allowed I could go anywhere I want to go. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm going to still talk the same way as I talk. You dig what I'm saying? I can still be out there and still be that homeboy that chill with you, but I don't want you to go out there and do nothing stupid, bro. You feel? I wouldn't tolerate you doing anything stupid.
You don't encourage it nor accept it.
Exactly. You dig what I'm saying? And that's what we need. You feel what I'm saying? And I know that if I was to lay a piece of salt down as far as a timeline, if you can see my little piece of salt 20 to 50 to 90 years from now, when I'm dead and gone, I'm happy. That means I did something. That's all it means. It doesn't mean that I did it just because I wanted some type of notoriety for it. That's where passion comes from. Because I can fake it all day. It's not going to sound the same.
Right.
It's not going to sound the same. Like, I'm dead serious about my people. You dig what I'm saying? And I feel as though that somebody that feels the same way, which I feel as though that the Three Musketeers can talk to our people. You got to put the medicine in the candy, man. I'll make you laugh and tell you to put that gun down, stupid. You feel what I'm saying? Take your ass home. You feel
right. I feel all of that. On this one, man, like they need to be punished severely and quickly.
Oh no way are we. I mean, see, the thing is, I'm not even going to get into the whole conspiracy theory. So I'm just going to go off what media tells us, that it was gang members. So if it was gang members, they need to be persecuted and basically sent to death. That's how I feel.
Man, I don't really think it doesn't matter who it was. You know, that was just so beyond comprehension of what a rational individual should do. And you know what? I said that wrong with the rational part. What any individual should do. Clearly, they are irrational for doing some shit like that. You know, I do want to remind y'all though. Telephone number is 347-855-8692, and you do have to press 1 if you want to ask a question or make a comment. And what we're going to do, we usually start taking calls in about 4 or 5 minutes. So make sure you press 1 if you want to call up. And let's see, what other stories are going on currently?
You want to jump to it? Hold on, before you, not to cut you off, you want to jump to another story before you take callers? Because you already know that they're going to bring it right back once we get into the mess of this story. Because we can get deep with this one as well.
Yeah, I ain't lying, because I want to give each story some shine, but you're right about that. Let's take a caller right quick and see what they think. Let's get to 6509.
Yeah,
what's
how
good,
you guys, man?
All right, yourself.
What's going on, family?
Beautiful, thank you. Well, I wanted to comment you on that. I look at conspiracy myself, but I found out that government, by definition, is a conspiracy.
Okay.
You're speaking on this story about Tyshawn Lee, correct?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to get to that. I just wanted to hit that conspiracy thing real quick. And then about the 9-year-old, we have some, our values are such that that's what's going on. We kill a 9 years old, we kill a 9-day-old, 9-week-old, and we call it abortion, and it's okay because we have been trained to accept that.
Yeah, well, I have not been trained adequately then because I do not accept the fact that they murdered a 9-year-old.
Okay, if we want to talk about the abortion outlook on it, we have to talk about Planned Parenthood and the way that these things was implemented into our community. Are you familiar with Planned Parenthood, brother?
Oh, yeah, man. And I'm familiar with the term community, and I know its definition. I have not seen one. I see neighborhoods, but I don't see community. Community is something else. You should look it up. A community communes. If it was a community, you wouldn't have an Italian restaurant, a Puerto Rican restaurant, and Korean stores on every corner with Chinese girls doing fingers. That ain't a community.
Okay, I agree, but I was asking you a question about because you brought up abortions. So
no, I brought up that we're killing children that are even younger than us. And I say it's being termed abortion, and we've been trained to accept it. But they're still our children and our value system. That's where I'm at, our values.
Okay. Let's knock all of these things down one by one because you're jumping from one thing to another. So let's talk about abortion first. Okay. Let's talk about abortion first.
Let's talk about killing our unborn babies.
We don't want to get off too far into the abortion topic because that could take us the whole show, and we definitely want to address more of the
I don't want to get into abortion at all. I'm just saying our values have allowed us, the values we have adopted and been trained to adopt is allowing us not only to kill each other at 9 and 19 and whatever age, but at 9 days and 9 weeks. It's a full thing. It's not separate from everything. I don't want to talk about abortion at all. I want to talk about that our values that allow us to accept killing our own children at these young ages or any age. And I'm saying that all of that is in the same boat, that we're killing our children. That's what I'm saying. It's not a separate abortion issue that I'm attempting to raise.
I feel that part. What's your name, caller?
My name is Omar Wale.
Omar Wale. Salute to you, man.
Omar Wale. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think matter of fact, I think I saw you post a couple of times. Salute to you for calling up. And I do agree that you know, to an extent, we have been conditioned to accept certain things and act in certain manners. I just feel like even this one is just like,
okay,
it's just out of line.
Okay. I'm sorry, I have to talk about this. What was his name?
My name is Omar Wale.
Okay, so let's talk about. Okay, I want to get your definition, or what do you want to do about one in particular situation at a time? Because one solution isn't going to solve everything. We have to understand these things, correct, brother? So,
what's your name?
My name is AJ.
Oh, okay.
All right, go ahead, AJ.
Yeah.
I just asked him a question. Okay, let me ask you.
I'm saying it's a value thing. Once the values are corrected, then a lot of this other stuff falls in line like dominoes. And not to get on one domino at a time, but to start with the one in the front, which is our values. Once you knock that down, all the rest of them will start falling. So I don't see it as a bunch of separate issues personally. I don't see it that way. I see it as a value system. And once we correct our values, then all of the rest of that stuff kind of falls in line.
I agree with that to a certain degree. And the reason why I say I agree with that to a certain degree is because values was something that we were still born with within the 80s and 90s, and that's when we had a huge spike in violence, and we still had values. So we have to look at these things and attack it the same way that they attacked us from every angle. You dig what I'm saying? We are more smarter than what people think that we're, so we have to attack things from one angle. No one ever won a war by attacking anything from a straight line. It's never one answer to basically stopping an epidemic in which we are in. You following me?
Easily.
I get what you're saying, and like I said it before, I understand all that. On this one, fucking 9-year-old, like this one is just so totally out of bounds that I'm more focused, or I really just want retribution and punishment in an extremist nature for the people who did it. Or person.
Why is this so like that to you versus a 9-week-old? I mean, what's the difference?
I mean, I don't recall. I don't. I'm not saying that it is or it isn't. I'm saying in this particular case, I can't say that I've heard of too many, 1-month-olds or whatever you were saying. I remember the young lady that got killed sleeping on the couch. I was just angry for that.
See, brother, now you're bringing it back to abortion, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about.
I'm not dealing with abortion.
No, that's not what he's talking about. He's talking about random killings, or accidental killings.
No, he said what's the difference? No, he said what's the difference between a 9-year-old and a 9-week-old? That's abortion. We have to dissect what he's saying. That's what he's talking about.
But when he was talking about abortion, he was talking about as far as the creation of the morals where somebody would even kill their baby before they had it.
And these are two different things, correct?
No,
correct.
If he's talking about our children, we're killing our children. We have lowered our moral standards to where we're killing our children, and maybe you don't agree with that necessarily. Like the brother here, he don't agree with.
I never disagreed with you, brother. That's why I asked you, do you know what? That's why I asked you, do you know what Planned Parenthood is, brother?
Exactly.
I'm not disagreeing.
I know.
Do you know what it is? Okay,
yes,
that's what I'm saying. So, do you know how they got there?
How? Excuse me?
Do you know how Parenthood even got into our communities?
Okay, tell me what you think. Or what you know.
Oh, God.
Maybe I don't know what you know.
Okay. Now, I'm going to break it down for you. The way that white supremacy wants to basically kind of destroy us as a race in general in America, they're going to put different things into certain play. Now, they already know that they just can't run and forcibly kill us because other countries are going to look at them as savages and beasts. They don't want to look at it like that. So they're going to put certain things and make us choose it, but they're going to put these things in our face to make it feel as though that we're making these decisions. Do you know that more babies was aborted than more black people was killed in the last 30 years? So you cannot compare abortion and street violence. You can't compare those two. But if you basically look at how the media portrays it, they would put these two in the same place. These two peas in the pod, and it's not the same. So you have to differentiate these things.
He's not necessarily comparing the two. He's not comparing the two acts, and let me make sure I'm saying this right, the two acts, but the fact that the person would have the values to want to commit one of those acts, not necessarily saying abortion and a child being murdered are the same thing. He's saying the person that would do both of those have the same mentality. It's that mentality that is skewed. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're right, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, you're saying what I'm saying, in different words, yes?
Right.
Have you heard the last poet thing they did called The Last Nigga Left?
I don't think I heard that one, but I'm definitely going to look that one up when we get off the air.
That's way out. Yeah, that's kind of way out. I didn't mean to go that far out. But the thing I'm saying is,
I did the last voice, bro.
Yeah, me too. But what I'm saying is that our values are so that, and we fail to look at our values. We look at everybody else and say they did it, they, and sometimes I'd be like, who is this they you talking about? Because we're doing it to ourselves. When you say, when somebody, like I heard a guy say his girlfriend, I'm just trying to give an example to get a state of mind, He said his girlfriend kept accusing him of cheating, so he cheated. So if the white supremacy thing keep accusing you of being low down, you're going to be low down. That's where that's where that kind of mind frame exists. Somebody keep accusing you of something, so you do it. Oh, they would follow me around the store, so I stole something. Please. That don't make no sense, man.
All right, King. Well, we definitely appreciate you calling up, man.
Thank you.
We want to make sure that we get to some other topics also. I definitely want to touch on Missouri, too. Definitely appreciate your input, man, and your wisdom. Oh, I didn't mean for you to hang up there, brother, but you have a good one, man. So what do you want to talk about next, man? Yeah, I did, too.
He remind me of
cool dude.
Yeah, he got AJ 2-1. Cool train is coming. Cool train is coming.
Are you serious, bro? That's just so not right. That's out of pocket, man. It's nowhere near even close.
What do you mean? Okay.
Like where you come up with that? Where you come up with that one, man? You got man. You got to explain that one.
Come on, how can you put 7 whole different situations and compare them all together? When I asked, he doesn't even know why Planned Parenthood even started, but he wants to blame that on black people. You don't even know how Planned Parenthood started.
Where do you get this from, though? Where did he say anything about
Planned
Parenthood on black people?
I mean, see, the thing is, I get it from history. It's from history. Like put it like this. Look up Hillary Clinton.
We're talking about that dude, not history. We're talking about the guy that just called.
is he was on the coon train.
I disagree. I don't see how he was on the coon train.
Not even close.
How wasn't he?
How was he? You're not answering my question. You're not answering my question. You gotta be able. You the coon whisperer. You gonna say somebody on the coon train? You gotta be able to give us a reason why he's on the coon train.
No. I just told you why he was on the coon train, because he's taking one incident and comparing 7 of them together and blaming it all on black people. Now you answer my question. Why isn't he on the coon train?
Give me 1 minute. I got some cards.
Crickets.
No, you won't allow me to talk. For one, he didn't compare all of those. You misunderstood what he said.
No, he was like, what about the bullshits? What about this?
I don't
what about
recall him saying that all black people was responsible for everything.
No, see, that's not cooning. That's full. See, no, that's full-blown cooning. The whole thing is you have to understand the cause and effects of what goes on in the neighborhoods and these things that we do. Everybody that has free will doesn't understand that they have free will. This is what systematic white supremacy does. It's systematic. You dig what I'm saying? You ever seen somebody that just does some things that they don't even know why they're doing it? You're looking at things from your outlook and not looking at it from their outlook. That's the difference.
Ain't that what everybody do?
No, not me. I know why my homeboy do crazy shit, because he was a land baby. You feel what I'm saying? He was born in a house that was segregated, and they basically built his house that was so fucked up that no person with money would live there. And the only people that could live there, because of redlining, the people that was basically in poverty had to live there, and that's the only place that they could build themselves and live at. So now their babies is their parents had to inhale the lead. You're cutting me off.
Because I'm not disputing that. You taking it. I don't know how you got to lead paint, but
because you're not listening to me. You're not listening to me.
Are you listening to you, man? Because I don't understand how you got to lead paint. I understand white supremacy.
Oh my gosh.
What the guy was saying was, and I'll explain it one more time. What the guy was not, he was not comparing per se abortion and murder together, or saying all black people do that. What he was saying was the values that would lead someone to have an abortion or to commit murder. That's the problem. Not necessarily that they actually did either one.
Okay, so basically, why would he bring up 6 whole different entities to explain what we're talking about now?
Well,
that's coding.
What I gathered from it was what I gathered from it was that he was talking that okay, that happened and that was bad, but we need to work on our moral values so to get us out of a mental state where we would even indulge in that or some of the other things, abortion, such and so forth. And I don't think he was I think he was blaming that act on black people, but he was saying okay, yeah, that happened and that's tragic, but we need to work on our morals. We need to get that together, And I agree with that. But,
and you know what, Sean? And I agree with tonight after this show, you and Jobs, we're all going to eat a big plate of butter biscuits.
I ain't eating no butter biscuits. I ain't eating no butter biscuits because I don't
that's a false alarm cone train. That's all.
Yeah. About me saying that, agreeing with a brother for saying that we need to step up our morals because.
But that's what we were talking about the whole.
But you could agree.
See the thing.
You could agree with it. You could agree with it. So then,
I can agree.
There to be negative to it? What's there to be negative? We need to get the morals up.
Let's get to this
next
part.
Let's cut me off. Let's go.
We got somebody been holding on for 40 minutes, man. I just noticed it, so I'm sorry about that. I just want to get to 8937, and then you got some shine there, AJ. Hold on. What's good, man?
I'm just listening.
Okay. Did you have a question?
Very. No, y'all going in. Peace. Don't beat each other up.
Peace, King. You don't have nothing to say, King? You dig what I'm saying?
No. This Dominique from the group, man. Much love to all y'all. Keep doing y'all thing.
What's up?
I'm just listening. You know what I'm saying?
Man, from your screen, from your screen picture, I didn't think. For your screen picture, I didn't think your voice was that deep, brother. You sound like a grown ass man over there.
That's what's up.
like he's 6'7", so like he can dunk on everybody.
I got little skills, you know what I'm saying?
you know we gotta bring some light to the show, man. Just a little bit. No, it's all gravy, man. All fat, man. Love my melanated people, bro.
Right. I really don't got nothing to say, but Planned Parenthood is a touchy subject, but I don't know. I'm just viewing in with y'all, so.
I mean, I feel as though that you cannot basically focus in on one thing and bring all these things into it and don't know what you're talking about. See, Everybody wants. You feel like my two co-hosts, which I'm not mad at, they want to look at the inner self of the people that call in. We have to basically dissect what they're saying. This is how basically we build. Like, you can't, like, and I'm not throwing none of y'all under the bus. I'm just keeping it 100. I'm keeping it 100. He basically said we're having abortions, we're doing this, we're doing that, and then we're killing each other. You feel what I'm saying? But you have to understand why these things are put in place. And you have to understand where these things are placed at. And then you have to talk about the topic that we're talking about, which we're talking about a young child. If we're going to talk about it,
man, you've been all over the place, man. You can't hate
No. I'm getting. Hold on. No.
But what you got to remember in mind, you're talking with people who are in depth in it. At least I know. I understand the system. You know, I know what's up. So for me I know what's up, and I know we need to also stand. Step up our morals. That's it. As far as that. But that doesn't take nothing from that, because that's horrible what happened. You understand?
I'm not actually have both.
Of course. We need to, at times, we need to talk about all of this right now.
Right. I agree. But
I get that.
The only thing I'm going to say is, if we're going to talk about this topic, why would we bring up abortions? Why would we bring up all these other things if we're talking about one topic?
AJ, you didn't brought it up more than I do, did?
I mean, sometimes people bring up references when they talk. They refer to other things so they can drive their point home.
What was his point of bringing up abortions?
You have said abortions like 74 times already.
I didn't say it before he called up. I didn't say it before he called in. I didn't. I really didn't say it before he called in.
You know what? Because coming back, because he was like, we've become morally to the point where, as a people, where 9-year-olds could get killed. 9 months.
9 weeks, exactly.
Yeah.
So the thing
we do
is,
have
we
all
all
kings.
Yeah,
so I cut you off, man.
Yeah, he was. I guess he was expanding on the point. I guess to use this word. He didn't say this, but the moral bankrupt. How I was getting there. I think he meant.
Both was kind of right.
I'm assuming he meant people as a whole. You know what I mean?
Right. But from what he said, I get what he said and I get what you said. Everybody has some legitimate points and some right. We do have several callers, Kings. I want to get to a couple of them, if y'all don't mind. We're going to get to 7776. And before we do that, you know what? Can we switch it up to the Missouri, University of Missouri situation? Salute to the students. Salute to the players. I'm proud of y'all. Like for real, y'all stood up for yourselves. Y'all sold them. And y'all was about to take money out their pockets, and it was old boy quit in an instant. So salute to y'all.
Yes. Let's talk about a non-coning incident. Let's talk about that. Let's go.
Hold on, we're going to get to 7776 right quick. What's good, fam?
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's going on, big homie? What's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm chilling. My name Marcus Elliott. I'm calling from Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Oh man, shout out to North Carolina, North Carolina.
Oh yeah, man. I'm chilling, man. Chilling. I think about this stuff all day, every day, man. Half the time thinking about going crazy. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. You know, you got to hold it in the road. That's what my granddaddy used to say.
Mhm.
But so which one y'all was going in what direction to talk about, Missouri or what?
Now we're on.
Just
I mean,
that one.
Yeah, we're talking about Missouri now, but if you had any feelings about the Chicago thing, you just let both of those things out.
Well,
basically what he's trying to ask you: do you think that the other caller was a coon or not? That's what he want to know.
Nah, I don't call nobody a coon. I don't call the people derogatory names, first of all, because this is my motto. You know, a person is ignorant at a certain point in time, right? Tomorrow, if he chooses to educate himself, he will not be who he is or who he just was on the phone a few minutes ago. So
basically, you saying he was a coon at 7:30? Correct. Got it.
Right.
That's not what
but I'm not calling him. I'm just calling him. I'm just calling him. I'm just kind of calling him ignorant at that point. And I'm not saying he's ignorant like he's retarded or nothing like that. But to a certain extent, education is key, man. I'm telling you. Like you said, history is the key. So when you learn about the past, like you said, Planned Parenthood. I do papers on this stuff all the time. So Planned Parenthood goes back to women's suffrage. But if it wasn't for women's suffrage, then black people wouldn't even be free, or I ain't even going to say free, we wouldn't even be the indentured servants that we are today. So that played in part to the civil rights movement, and that became a part of that whole little push that they had in that time period. But you have to know history. Like I'm reading a book about Adolf Hitler at the current moment, and I just did a paper on him. So the reason is, it's not that I like Adolf Hitler. It's the fact that so you look at Malcolm X. Malcolm X was kind of like Adolf Hitler.
Hold on, bro. And I'm sorry to cut you off, but wait a minute, AJ, are you gonna celebrate him taking this all the way to Adolf Hitler?
Oh my gosh! Okay, so hold on. You know what I'm gonna do? Hold on.
Taking it to the
hold on, Sean. Hold on. Time out. Hold on, Sean. How many times? Hold on. Whoa. Let me explain myself. Now, if you really understand the philosophies and the things that he basically pushed, you will. The fuck is so funny? You feel what I'm saying? Like, let's be honest. Let's talk. All right, you know what? I'm gonna tell you a quote that Adolf Hitler said. He said, "If you control propaganda, you can control generations." And that's what white supremacy is. That's what I talk about all the time. You have to study your enemies before you can know yourself.
Yes, brother. That's why I'm in the military right now, brother.
Thank you. That's why I said I like this brother right here. You tried to laugh. No, what point am I missing? You tried to make me not talk to this brother.
To do with where you done took it.
Oh my God.
Marcus is right. I'm not taking that away from Marcus at all. Marcus is right.
So why am I not right?
What he's saying. I'm saying the fact that he did take it all the way to Hitler. Like that's a long trip right there.
But you have to understand Hitler's exactly. Thank you.
Right.
Go ahead, bro. I'm sorry.
It's important because everything that has happened through our history, even if you want to go back and study anthropology and look at the evolution of humanity, if you look at everything that happens through our history, it's very important to where we're at right now.
Thank you.
I'm not disputing that. What I'm saying is, in the context of the conversation that was initiated, we have went so far left of where it started. That's what I'm saying. Has nothing to do with the validity of what y'all saying.
Nothing goes far left when we're talking about white supremacy, because he wanted to bring up abortion. That's a part of white supremacy as well. The things that Adolf Hitler was talking about, so you're cutting me off. The things that Adolf Hitler was talking about, which he brought up, is basically what white supremacists use against us to this day. And I tried to quote him, and you laughed and cut me off.
What was the initial topic, though?
Oh my goodness. We're talking about current events. That's the initial topic.
Why are we surprised? We're talking about current topics.
We were talking about a specific current event, and y'all took it to Hitler.
So this is what I would like to interject. So when you ask us what is the current topic, I want to ask you what is the current topic, because from there then we can start over and try to see if we can start this one more time, and from my perspective.
Initially, what we were talking about the Tyshawn Lee that got murdered, the 9-year-old in Chicago. Right before we got to, and that's how that's what me and AJ kind of going back to. We referencing. Okay. A gentleman called up and he made a couple comments, and AJ thinks he's a coon for it, and I disagree.
Well, okay. So
right before you got on, right before you got on, we had started talking. Well, we getting ready to start talking about the students in Missouri.
Okay.
The thing is,
so to talk about addressing the whole coon situation, like I said, being in the military, I was an equal opportunity NCO, right? And I was in charge of, it was like 1,200 soldiers. I had to make sure I briefed or whatever. So the deal is, what I had to realize is we have to be careful on the terminology we use. So derogatory terms is always going to bring back a negative perspective when you use them. So you don't use derogatory terms. So if you simply use just the fact that he was ignorant, and ignorant being a state in time, if ignorance just being a state in time and a state of being misinformed, then we can go back and say, okay, well, he was just misinformed at this current moment. But to go after the coon part, or to go back to talking about what happened with the shooting, to talk about inner city violence, if you, like, he was talking about redlining, different things, different terminology. This stuff is sociological terms that you talk about in sociology. That's very important to understand what happens in white supremacy, like he said. But at the same time, the point is not to argue about the morals and values, because, like, that's another class that I took about where all that stuff comes from, which most of us have our morals and values.
Right, but you can actually argue both points simultaneously.
Oh, man. Josh cut the brother off. That's crazy. Why you cut that brother off, Josh?
I didn't.
No, I'm messing with you.
I actually didn't, man.
No, I'm it's all jokes. It's all jokes. You feel what I'm saying? Because I didn't say that he was I'm saying he was cooning. There's a difference between being a coon and cooning. You have to live the life of a coon. But you can coon at certain point in times. So I don't want to be misrepresented as just me calling this man a coon. He's probably my elder. You dig what I'm saying? So I don't want to call him a full-blown coon. I don't disrespect my eldest. But at that certain point in time, I just felt as though
I don't think the man was cooning or a coon.
Why wasn't he cooning? He doesn't even know he doesn't even know the positions that we're in, but he wants to blame it on us. And this brother just broke it down.
You didn't ask him. You didn't ask him what position we were in.
He just basically was saying, "Well, we killing 9-year-olds, the 9-week-olds, the 9-month-olds. These are the conditions that we're in, right?"
If he knew about the history of Planned Parenthood, and somehow you extrapolated from the fact that he didn't answer that question to he don't know nothing about anything.
He didn't. He doesn't know nothing. Oh my! You know what? Forget that dude, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Let's go to the next caller, man. Because, I mean, I ain't going to lie. I'm going to keep it 100. You feel what I'm saying? You're not going to hit me with these bologna sandwich questions. You feel what I'm like? Let's keep it 100.
Man, I'm just pointing it out, man. Don't get
I know I'm right. I know I'm right.
Let's get to, we're going to get to 7444. What's good, fam? Hello, 7444. All righty, well, we did pick up the phone.
Sorry, brother.
All right, we're going to go to, let's go to 8604. What's good, fam? 8604.
Yeah, there you go. You unmuted me now.
Hey, what's going on, big homie?
What's up,
going
Rico?
on, man?
Go on, Rico.
Man, I don't know where y'all at. Y'all been all over the map. Y'all gonna have to give me a subject, man. I don't know. Y'all lost me.
Well, hey, what you think about the students in Missouri in that whole situation?
I have no thoughts on it at all. Don't mean a damn thing.
Well, all right.
They got a dean. They got a dean to step down. Oh well, nigga. Somebody lost their job. That's it. Next.
Well, I mean, you can't be the least bit happy for them at all.
Well, happy for what? What they do?
The fact that
got a man fired
at that age, the fact that kids that age actually decided to come together, especially the football players, actually decided to come together for whatever the most minute victory was. It was a victory to them.
I'm sorry, I live in the world of truth, and they lie. They're gonna play the football game, and they going back to class, and one man lost his job.
Okay, well, okay. You know what? All right, let me bring it down to a more criminality, if that's a word. I just made it up, but it doesn't matter. Okay, let's talk about the student that went on the hunger strike. That was the reason why these football players basically stepped up and did what they did. He was willing to die for what he believed in. He was willing to die for that. They do not publicize him. They publicize the football players because they want them to look at it whereas though in the media they're like, well, these black players got scholarships and they're just not going out there to play. But they were standing up for him. They wasn't standing up. They wasn't standing up basically for his beliefs, but they were standing up for this kid that really went on the hunger strike. Did you see him, basically, when they brought him out, he looked like he was about to die.
What was he going to die for? What was he on hunger strike for?
For his beliefs. His beliefs.
What beliefs?
Basically, his beliefs.
I mean, don't we have to... I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm asking a serious question. What
no, his belief was basically... All right, put it like this. Okay, basically, he believes as though on that college campus, it was 80% white and 20% black, and they wasn't being treated the same way that the white people were supposed to be treated. So he felt as though that he couldn't go at it in a forcive type of manner, so he went at it to a way where as though that he would give people attention, so he went on a hunger strike. And he stood by his beliefs. If you stand by any belief, if you just said that you wanted to stand on the pole, because this is your belief, and people stood by you, is that an accomplishment or not?
I'm going to tell you like this, AJ. You go starve yourself to get treated equal, and then they say, okay, this man quit his job, then get your ass back in class, and hold on, let me finish. And you go eat your meal and start eating again. What makes you think you getting treated better?
Okay, but hold on. Hold on. Let me talk to him. Let me talk to him. You're answering my question, Rico. You're answering my question with a question. You're answering my question with a question. I know about debating, brother. I know about psychology and all this. You're answering my question with a question.
I want you to tell me.
You have to answer my question first.
I don't give a damn about his beliefs. All I give a damn about is results. Is the children going to be treated better on that campus? Fuck.
Are you going to answer my question? Are you going to answer my question?
So you just... No. Hold on. You're good, but let me just ask this one question now. But so you just honestly just can't be happy that some kids in college decided to do what they felt was in their best interest to improve their stock in life, and they did it collectively.
Not if they ain't achieved the goal.
Rico,
you're not. Man got fired. What result?
No. Actually, three people got fired. But we're not going to get into that. You're still not answering my questions. You feel what I'm saying? You're still not answering my question that you dodged. I'm not coming at you, brother. But hear me out.
What question?
No. So basically, you're. Of course, you're not right. Okay, so basically, so you're basically coming at this man for standing for something that he believes in.
Right.
Why can't he stand for something that he believes in? Is that right or wrong?
He can.
We all
should stand for something we believe in, but guess what?
Okay, so
we should accomplish the goal.
I mean, that was his goal, though. I understand what you're saying, but that was their goal.
What? To
but
be treated better,
can't
right?
define their goals for them. That makes
to
no
be
sense.
treated better, right?
You're going to
their
tell
goal
them
was
their
to
goal?
be treated right. Their goal was to be treated
Their goal
right.
was to get that man
goal,
fired.
Right?
They said that up front.
Well, they got him fired.
Okay, they were not playing until that man quit, and he quit.
And why did they want him to quit? Why did they want him to quit?
Because it basically was pulling money out their pockets. Because because it was taking money out their pockets. If they was to forfeit the next game, they would have lost over $2 million.
That don't have nothing to do with why did they want this man fired?
They wanted him to quit because he was not a good. He was not a good president.
See, you're answering
and racism was prevalent on the campus. That's why they wanted him fired.
Oh,
he didn't do anything about it.
The dean is the one who's being racist on the campus.
The president was not the one, but when it was brought to his attention, he did nothing and was dismissive of it.
Was it the system of the campus?
The system was of the campus. It's the president. It's the whole thing. Yeah.
Okay. So, if let me ask you a question. In Ferguson, the police killing people and beating people ass, doing all that racist stuff, right? If they got rid of the chief of police, would that have made the police stop beating people ass?
If all the people in that neighborhood decided we're not taking it anymore and we're going to do whatever we have to do, chant whatever, yell to the sky for days on end, and they accomplish whatever goal they initially started out to accomplish, and they do it together, regardless of whether it's the biggest goal on the planet, the fact that we came together and did something shows promise for the future. So I salute them. I salute the kids in Missouri and anybody else that wants to step out their house and their comfort zone and stand together with somebody else to accomplish a goal. I'm not going to minimize that because it doesn't accomplish the biggest goal in the history of humanity of this country. No, but I do appreciate the fact that it takes steps to make a stairway. You got to climb up. You can't keep knocking people down and hating on them every time they get together and do some shit.
Did we not have hundreds of thousands of black people in the streets in the 60s so that we'd be treated better?
Man, you're just hating, bro.
I'm asking you a question. Did we not have
no, I'm not asking you a question no more, man.
Did we not have hundreds of thousands of black people?
You're just hating, bro. Give people some credit, man. You are.
I am sick of fakeness.
How many people have you organized to do anything?
See, no.
That don't matter. I'm sick of fakeness.
Why not?
See, no. Time out. See, because it's no reason for us to argue. If we're all basically on the same page, there's no reason for us to argue to the point where it's though who has the bigger nuts. Pause. You feel what I'm saying? It doesn't have to come to that. The thing I will say is
sick of fakeness.
Rico, hold on. All right, listen to me, Rico. It's not about fakeness because these are young children. You feel what I'm saying?
It's about fakeness when somebody says that a 9-year-old that got murdered in Chicago is so upsetting to them when 500,000 babies are murdered every year. That's fakeness, man.
I shouldn't care about one
babies. It is thousands of black babies dying this
fakeness to care about a child being murdered. That's just stupid.
There are hundreds of babies being bombed by your country right now. To this
all right, man. You have a good one,
Rico.
I salute you for calling up, bro. You tripping. Have a good one. Next caller. We're going to go to 0249 right quick. And before we do that, I want to let y'all know y'all tuned in to My Skin Is My Sin on Blog Talk Radio. And I don't care, man. If you cannot celebrate people sometimes, we won't look forward to bigger celebrations. You can't appreciate the fact that people, old, young, whatever, can come together and say this is the goal we have. It may not be the optimal goal, but that's just a stepping stone to do something bigger. The more we unify, even in smaller segments of the population, the likelihood of us unifying is bigger segments increases.
We should have cut the old coon off from the beginning, but you feel what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. But, yeah.
I don't recall talking to a coon.
I mean, I guess both of y'all were smelling the butter biscuits at that moment. I'm just saying. You feel me? Like,
there you go, man.
I mean, if both of y'all were smelling the butter biscuits, if both of y'all were smelling them shit, you wouldn't know what's going on.
There you go, man.
I love you, man.
I don't even know if I got anything to say to you, bro. No,
oh man, it's all jokes.
We don't agree with you, man. No,
it wasn't. I mean, but no. You feel what I'm saying? My whole angle wasn't to come on there on some other stuff. You dig what I'm saying? But the young brother from North Carolina felt the same way that I felt. You have to know about your history. At least in America.
He did. That. He just didn't deny it. No, he at no point did he say that he agreed with you.
Sean.
He just didn't deny it.
So Sean is at Red Lobster. Sean like them cheddar biscuits. I got you.
Don't right for that, bro. When you listen to the playback, AJ, when you listen to the playback, you're gonna want to right. Yeah. And it felt good in the room. It felt good in the room.
Yeah. Oh. That's what we gonna do.
Yeah, it felt good in the room. Oh my goodness. Anyway, man, let's get to another caller, man. Wow, we got a couple, and then kind of lost focus. Messing around with y'all, man. Let me get to 4125, and then we're gonna get to 0249. What's good, fam?
What's up, gang?
Uh-oh.
How you doing?
I'm just dandy this evening. How y'all?
Oh, we're doing great.
Doing great.
So, how do you feel about the whole Missouri situation? Since we're talking about current events, we want to talk about basically what happened in Missouri and the football players basically forfeiting their games, not playing, and one dude going on a hunger strike. How do you feel about that?
Well, first of all, before I answer that question, I do have to say something about that previous caller that I completely disagree with him. Okay, because we're not out saving the world every second of the day doesn't mean change has not happened. Now, going to what was going on in Missouri, I think that was a milestone that happened in this generation, for one, because we haven't seen that in I don't know how many decades. Okay? When they did that, when they protested that game, when they boycotted that game, only hit that university, but it hit the university's revenue, okay?
Yep.
For people in attendance, from the uniforms to, ticket sales, whatever the case may be, it hit that university hard, okay? And the reason why it was basically displayed in media and not the young man that was on the hunger strike was because it hit it from a financial standpoint. They wouldn't have cared if that boy starved himself and died right there. They wouldn't have cared.
Thank you.
But they cared about the money. That is the point. Okay? That caller talking about, that didn't make any sense, and, why would that boy do that, and what was – the thing about it is, if it wasn't for things like what those young men did, boycotting that game, and that young man doing that hunger strike, all this is nothing new. This has happened in the 1800s, the 1900s, all the way through half of the millennia. This is not new, okay? Problem is that people have gotten comfortable, like I have said in the past, comfortable because they can go to those white institutions that our ancestors, right, that white people have basically banned us from. A perfect example is the book that I'm reading right now about the two women that went to school in Arkansas, and a young black woman was going to an all-white school. She then got beat up, spit on, got rocks thrown at her, but she was determined to get through that school. So now here it is, 40 years later, we're going to the universities of our white counterparts, and still being treated as though it was in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. Okay? We've got universities, I don't know if you heard about what happened at Yale, about how they had that uprising at Yale or any of the other Ivy League schools.
No.
Did it happen today, if I'm not mistaken? Did it happen recently? Or it happened today?
Yes, it happened today that there was a lot of racial tension because there's such a large gap percentage-wise of black people going to Ivy League schools. Because what we're talking and thinking is whiter is better. Okay, so now we go into these things and we deal with the overt and covert racism, and we're supposed to have it swept under the rug. Now, for that chairman to step down, for that president to step down, that was another hit below the belt to that university in Missouri. Why? Because now those kids reached all the way to the upper echelons of corporate America. It wasn't a guy just lost his job. No, it was the reputation of that school that is now tarnished. It is the rapport that has been ruined, not because of what the black people haven't done, but what the black people in that university have proven, that it is strength in numbers. Okay, one or two people couldn't do it. It had to take an entity, and an entity that brought revenue in to make people look, to make people think, well, how do we go about doing this? We have to retract what we're doing.
Can I iterate in one thing that?
Yes.
To what you're saying, because I totally agree. The coaches, which were Caucasian as well, were standing on their side. They were on their side as well as with the students. You feel me? Like, power really comes in numbers. And they was basically there to support something that all of them believed in. You dig what I'm saying? So I do want to send a shout-out to them as well. And definitely send a shout-out to those students, basically, that was just dominant. Because if you really look at the percentages, it was 80% white, 20% black that went to that school in Missouri. But look at their football team. Look at their basketball team. No,
majority black.
No, it was the sports
majority white.
Was majority black.
I think it's like 7% black.
No, that's what I said. I just said
we're talking about in athletics.
Yeah, exactly. I just said the majority of the school was 80% white and 20% black. But as far as sports, it was majority black. That's what I just said. You feel what I'm saying? So basically, so you have to really look at the stance that they took, and this hurts them. You have to put it like this: football in college sports is almost up there as far as NFL numbers and what they sell. And these kids don't make nothing off of it. And the first thing that they tell them is, well, you're getting a scholarship. But you have to think about all of the things that they sell, your jersey, your replicas, and you're bringing these people into the stadium. All these people came to the stadium and nobody played the game. And they was going to forfeit. If they would have forfeited the next game, it would have been $4 million gone. Exactly. And that's where you hit them at. And see, this is where you have a shift in power. So when you have to look at the goal of it. When people say, well, it really didn't mean nothing because they're just going to hire another racist, well, they have to prove themselves to be a racist before we know that they're a racist. He proved himself to be a racist and somebody stood up for it.
They got the job done. They did something.
Exactly.
Celebrate that.
And then you have to look at it from...
I'm not going to sit up there and let you just hate that bad. And I'm not even one of those March type of people, but it worked for their purpose. It served their purpose. It did what they had. And not only that, athletic directors across the country saw what happened with those football players, and I'm not going to give those coaches, those white coaches, too much pats on the back, to be quite honest, because he ain't had no choice. When 60% of your team say we doing something, you either roll with it or you lose your team and your job.
That's right.
So he didn't really have a choice,
And you have to look at it from the perspective of, you have to look at it also from the perspective, and back to that last caller, the thing about it is that you have to start learning to win your battles before you go after the war. You can't say, oh, well, if we didn't win the war, who cares about the battle? Everything is an accumulative. Because if we thought like he did, then we would still be shackled up. Because the way that I was taught, and I was taught like this in academia, as well as my father who came from academia, there's your first waivers, there's your second waivers, and there's your third. The first waiver is the one that's just ignorant to everything, don't know nothing, and will just roll with the punches. You got your second waivers, which is the vast majority, if you look at it closely, of people that will know the situation, understand the situation, and because of comfortability or fear or some type of apprehension won't do. Then you've got the third waivers that see it, that understand it, and are willing to battle up against all odds if it means losing their life, if it means losing their job, their house, any type of material items, to make sure to it, okay, that we learn to live as a collective. You know, sometimes in some cases, utilitarianism has to be used, a small sacrifice for the greater good. And that is what happened here in Missouri. That small entity, that football team, the young man that went through the hunger strike, that's that small sacrifice that was made for the greater good to have everyone pay attention to what was being done. It wasn't a boy that said, hey, you know, as soon as, you know, he gets what he wants, he's going to go back to eating. That's not the point. The point here is he's trying to make a statement. Just like this football team. Well, they're going to turn around and play as soon as da-da-da-da-da. Point here is yeah, they're going to go back to playing. We know. But the thing is that the powers that be that are pointing fingers about, oh, well, we're going to have this one graduate. Oh, we don't want that one. Or we're going to let Tommy over here graduate with D's and F's. But, you know, Daquan over here that's making A's and B's, we're going to make sure to it he don't graduate, and we'll just throw something covert on him, you know, to make him just give up on his life. No, those people were aware of what was going on. They stopped it. They made those people step down. And it's making other Ivy League universities, as well as Big 8 and Big 10 conference schools, take a look at them and say, you know what, let me think twice about this, because we just can't let this business slide. And not everybody that's on the football team, which I'm sure if you looked at your stats for athletics, especially in basketball and football, is a lot of the graduates that are there, they're not saying like they used to we'll say about 20, maybe even 30 years ago. Well, I'm playing ball so I can go to the NFL, the MLB, the NBA. No, now they're saying, okay, I'm going to get a degree because I want something to fall back on in case my knee blow out. Or maybe I don't want to do this freaking sport. You know what I'm saying? Now kids this generation are getting smarter.
I agree with you wholeheartedly. Can I give you a round of applause, though?
Why, thank you.
I just felt that call deserved it. Salute to you.
Why, thank you.
What's your name again?
Yeah.
What's my nickname?
Okay, what's your name again?
Lotus, like the flower.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Sugarfoot.
Well, is that my chocolate thunder? Oh, my goodness. Is that sexual chocolate over there?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Oh,
you don't know what to think.
Yeah, got him.
Got him.
Ooh, kill him.
Oh my God.
We definitely got it. We do have to get to some other callers, though. I salute you for calling up and definitely appreciate it.
Not a problem. Anytime. If you see any other, hot messes, just let me know. I'm on it.
All right, I got it.
I knew that was Sugarfoot.
Oh my God!
You know what? Before I play this other clip, I just want to let y'all know y'all tune into My Skin Is My Sin on Blog Talk Radio. Check out the hoodies on MySkinIsMySin.com. About to post another one, and probably have another one coming in another couple of weeks. Check out the groups, All Black Everything, and My Skin Is My Sin. Please support the fan page. You can get updates on everything. All right. Let's see if we can get AJ turned up a little bit.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black, blacker than black, I'm blacker than black, yo, because I'm black and I'm black, and I'm black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all.
You sound like the old uncle at the barbecue.
Did you hear what he said on Bliggity Black? Oh my God! Like he was killing it at first, but when he went to Bliggity Black, he's the top. He's in my top 5. I don't even know his name, but he's black, y'all.
Hey, oh my goodness. Well, let's get to some more callers, man. We only got like a half an hour left. Man, we didn't spend the whole time basically on 2 topics. We can get into another one if y'all want before we take another and then take another caller.
What's the topic about?
I'm actually, you know what? I'm just gonna pick out the event like I did with the first 2, and see what we got up in here. Let's see. We could talk about the dumbass mayor husband.
Oh man,
what was you about to say?
Let's talk about Ben Carson's wife being a super cool. Let's talk about let's get them butter biscuits out for her. Did you see when she sung the national anthem? Oh my God.
That one act does not make her a super coon. She just sang this national anthem badly. Just makes her a bad singer.
You know what? And see, I'm going to prove you wrong. Are you familiar with Roots, the Next Generation? When basically they wanted to hire.
I've never heard of that.
Oh my God. Oh, you know what? It's not even any reason to even talk about it then. It's not even no reason to even talk about it. You feel me? But it was a scene. All right, I'm lay it out for you real quick. It was a scene in Roots,
real quick, man.
The Next Generation.
We got a couple callers.
Yeah, I know you want to rush me and shit, but it was a scene. You feel me? Where they was basically about to make a business merger with these white folks, and before they make the business merger, they said, "Well, where was that tenor that you had that could sing real good?" And basically the dude was like, "Well, he isn't here right now." They was like, "Well, could you sing it?" The white folks were like, "Well, could you sing it?" And before the dude even said yes or no, he just broke out and started singing. Like he just broke. Well, you know what I mean? Like I forgot this because I was just so ashamed. I'm like, this can't be real. Like this couldn't be life. Like he really, literally started buck dancing immediately.
So let me ask you this then. So when Marvin Gaye did it, he was buck dancing.
Who did Marvin Gaye sing for in the room full of white supremacists?
For the national anthem?
That's not singing for white supremacists. It's a difference.
How was it not? Like Whitney Houston singing at the Super Bowl. That ain't singing for white supremacists?
You're taking the national anthem and comparing it to where the conditions of where she was singing it at. You didn't even see the clip, so we can't even talk about this.
I posted the clip.
Oh my goodness! So that was so basically she was on the Super Bowl field singing that. No, she was in a room full of white folks, cooning and buck dancing. It's not a comparison.
The same white folks that be in them luxury suites at the Super Bowl was in that room with her.
Yeah, in the same seats where black people be at as well. Is not in the confined circle. Yeah, those same seats. Yeah, those. It's not cooning. It's not cooning. And she didn't get paid for shit. She didn't get paid for nothing. She didn't get paid for nothing.
What's that got to do with
it? She did it just because. It's cooning, bruh.
It's worse if you get paid, ain't it? You sold your soul.
Oh, my fucking God. So basically, you sold your soul for nothing is worse. It's not worse as you selling your soul for getting money? That's what you're telling me?
That means you had no soul in the first place. You get paid
no,
for
she
it.
Had no soul. She had no soul for she had no soul for singing the national anthem for nothing. She wanted acceptance. At least them people
for nothing.
Oh my fucking God! Like, what are you talking about?
So if you call it, you say that lady was cooning because she sang the national anthem.
No, seriously.
There's a lot of black folks who sang the national anthem. That wasn't cooning. The act of singing the national anthem is not cooning.
Yes, it is. Oh my God. You're not understanding.
So anybody that sings the national anthem is cooning.
No. See, you keep going back to the national anthem. We're talking about the
what else did she do in the clip?
Oh my!
There's something I missed in the clip. Did she?
Yo, the butter biscuits is piping hot right now, yo. Oh my God! Like, yo, brother, listen to me. You're not listening to me. How am I not making no sense? You're really not making sense.
Textually, because of the setting that she was in, is cooning because she was at the Republican National.
Yes, because she didn't have to do it. She wasn't paid to do it. She didn't have to do it. She wanted to impress those white folks. That's why it's different.
Her husband running for president. That's what she's supposed to do.
No, it's not. She didn't have to do that. When did Bill Clinton, put it like this, let's talk about Hillary Clinton when Bill Clinton was running for president. When did she sing it in front of white folks ever? When did anybody that was the first lady?
He was on our
exactly. So why did she have to do it? So why did she have to do it? Cooning.
She didn't have to.
Coon Train is coming. Coon Train is coming, bro.
Man, you call anybody and everybody a coon, man. Your coon trigger finger has just gotten too quick, man.
So, oh my God,
too quick.
Is it trigger finger?
Let's ask Sean. Sean, was she cooning?
What, for singing national anthem?
Oh, come, you know what we talking about, man. Come on, man.
I'm lost, cause
yeah, I bet. Come on, man. So we can get to a couple more callers. I want to hear what you got to say though. Was she cooning or not, man?
If we talking about was she cooning for singing the national anthem?
Oh my. Yes, it's awful.
Nah, you can't be a coon for singing a garbage song.
Right. Oh my God, man. I'm surrounded by. Oh my God, yo.
Listen,
I wish I could make memes right now. I wish I could make memes.
You got to.
Man, what we're about to do is get to this 0249 right quick.
This is unbelievable.
What's good, fam? 0249.
Hello. Good night. Good evening.
Hey, Sugarfoot, how you doing?
Hey.
What's your name? Where you calling from?
Kansas City. And my name is Kayla.
Oh, how you doing, Kayla?
Well,
yeah.
Salute to you for calling up.
Yeah.
What's on your mind, Kayla?
Well, a lot of things are on my mind, but let me try to pick one that's fairly relevant. It seems I'm trying to listen to you guys to get the basic idea of what you prefer to talk about, and it seems like it's all issues that are related to black people, right?
Correct.
Yeah. All right. So another thing I wanted to kind of try to figure out is in regards to black people and us calling ourselves black people. You know, I've always wondered why is it, Caucasians have the name Caucasian, which doesn't make, any sense for them. And then they have white, then they have European American, and then there's African American. I mean, I just wondered why we couldn't have a name other than just something that is a color. And what do you guys feel about, will that ever really be a change where the people that we call black people today see themselves as more than a color black, but actually have a name that's rooted in their heritage and where their ancestral markers began on the earth?
All right, the second one, it's not like black folks don't have necessarily a universal "this is us." Some people say I am African. Some people say I'm a black person. Some people say I'm American. Some people say I'm African American. There is no universal, we all agree on this particular thing, just like there is no universal, we all agree on this particular thing. Okay, well, maybe there is one, white supremacy, but that's a whole other ballgame.
Yeah.
But there's this, from my standpoint, there is no kind of like consensus per se.
Yeah, and I wish that there was, because I don't like the fact that whites always use the word black. And when they say it in such a way that even though they're not necessarily, it's just the way they say it just sounds wrong. I every time I ever deal with a white person, and I deal with them all the time, I cut their hair all the time, I'm a hairstylist, when they say the black or blacks, it just seems like they're not saying it in a good way. Like, it just sounds horrible. And I wish that we had, like how Asians have an identity, they're Asian, regardless of all the different categories that they have, and they have a ton of them, they're Asians. Same thing with people who are Persian, they're from the Middle East, and they're Persian, or they're Arabic. There's all these people who have these languages that they're identified as. They're Latino, Latina. It's a language. They're Persian. Well, they speak, they speak Farsi. They're Arabic. They speak Arabic. I just wish that we were.
When you have everything stolen from you, it's kind of hard to do that.
Exactly,
and
I'm
people
like,
are able to identify with their culture because they've been taught their culture because they've grown up in their culture.
Right. And our cultures are just so, at this point, so dispersed, and we have a complete disconnection between Caribbean black people, European black people, African black people, American black people. There is this complete disconnection. Everywhere I turn and I deal with people of different ethnicities of black, I see and find prejudice. I just wonder, when are we going to, like, let go of it? Even amongst ourselves of complexions, we have prejudice. And then amongst our nationalities, there's prejudice. Everybody wants to think they're better than somebody else, you know? Trinidadians want to think they're better than Jamaicans. Haitians want to believe they're better than Trinidadians, you know? And then almost everybody that comes here wants to think that they're better than Black Americans. And it's just like, what the heck? When is that going to, you know, how are we going to change those things and bridge those dang gaps? I mean, it's just, I'm tired of defending everybody everywhere I go. I'm defending somebody everywhere I go. And I deal with somebody like, oh, you're okay, Kayla, but those, you know, you're not like those other people, and da-da-da-da. I'm around whites, I'm defending blacks. But don't be upset. You're Jamaican. It doesn't matter that they're, you know, you're not black, you're Jamaican. What the hell? You know, just all these things I've dealt with,
So
you know.
I'm curious. Do you agree with that statement? You're Jamaican, I take it.
Yes, I'm a Jamaican. I have a multiracial heritage. You know, I'm a part of, and I don't say that with any kind of superiority. Whenever as a light-skinned person, I think that sometimes when you admit your heritage, that you have great-grandpas that are white or great-grandmas that are white, that you have a grandma that's white, people think that it means you're trying to be a little bit above black people. I don't think of whites as being above black people or being part white as being a step above black people. That's not me. But people do think that may possibly be my mentality, and I have to always overcome that barrier. Every time I deal with someone dark-skinned, I have to overcome that barrier that they have to not trust me. You know what I mean? And, I can tell you some more things about that. Yeah, because I'm not like that. And then one lady, she said to me, you know, light-skinned girls are stuck up. You know, but you are different, though. You know, that was the biggest compliment. That's the biggest compliment as I got from, say, somebody that's not my friend that I knew and tried to, you know, through professionalism, equate myself with. I just wish we were better. I want us to heal somehow. I want us to come together and stop all the disunity, to have some unity. And sometimes I see, and like with me, like even my family, I have brown skin people in my family, and they will hate on their white side of the family and just be like, oh, I'm just African, or I'm African heritage alone. And it's like, why do you deny the good white people that are in your family? They were there and they didn't do nothing to hurt anybody. You know, they were brainwashed too. They were brainwashed. They were lied to. Whites are lied to. They're brainwashed. They're lied to, just like we are. So I wish we could just have compassion for them as well, because they're being misled about us, and they're being misled about themselves. They're not what they've been taught that they are. They're not what they've been told that Jesus is like them and came from them. They've been told that they come from a line of, you know, even the Jews. They're all lied to.
I understand all that, but at this point in the game, for me, you know, I just want to get black folks fixed.
I know.
Let other people worry about other people. Not really my concern.
Yes.
Nor a care of mine, really. You know, I care about us.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But I do salute you for calling up, Queen. I want to make sure we get to every caller before we wrap up in about 20 minutes. Where are you from again?
Oh, I'm from Jamaica.
I'm from Jamaica.
Oh, good to you.
Yeah. I'm from Jamaica. Jamaica Queen.
That's funny.
Right. Roll a fat one for me, right?
I wanted to say, to answer the first question, we would have to, for all of us to go under one umbrella, like, you know, we have African American, this and that under one umbrella, and that's Africans, you know, that's the root, you know. So if that's what you want to say, but you know, to answer our question on that is that would be the one that get to say.
Yeah,
I totally agree with her. I totally agree with you, Sugarfoot.
All right, well, thank you again for calling up. Let me get to the 1069 before they show up at my front door.
You know what? Thank you so much.
Huh?
You're welcome.
And don't forget that we are here Tuesdays and Thursdays every week, 7 to 9 Eastern Standard Time. You know? Call up and join the conversation.
Yeah, we do have basically a chat, a live chat that we're doing right now on My Skin Is My Sin. You can join in as well. You know, just give your thoughts and basically chop it up with the people that's listening as well.
Okay.
Well, thank you. That was very professional too.
I can't wear a hoodie off.
All right, we're gonna get to 1069 right quick, and we got 1275 after that, and we got 19 minutes to go. We'll say 15 minutes to go, just before we pick up the phone, so y'all know. Hey, salute for everybody for tuning in, though.
You're listening to My Skin Is My Sin.
Yeah, make sure you call in.
What's good,
Number
fam?
347. Go ahead.
Oh, my
Hello.
bad. I cut you off. Hold on 1 second, Imani. Yeah, go ahead and get that number out there, Sean. My bad.
Oh, yeah. Okay, the number is 347-855-8692. Hey, Queen.
How are you guys?
Right.
Very interesting show. You guys have me cracking up.
It's about that time. It's about that time. Just give us a rundown.
It is. Okay, where do I begin? Because it was a little bit all over the place, but there were some things that I really did want to revisit. I honestly don't know about the incident that happened with the football players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with that, but
okay.
Let me finish. So
shit.
Let's get back.
Sorry.
We're gonna get to the incident with the. Oh man, I didn't even read that story, but me and AJ were talking about it the other day with the little boy who got murdered in the alley.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the great points that he brought up is the comparisons that they were saying about apparently there was a nurse who tried to aid for a newborn infant, but the parents were racist and did not allow the nurse into the room because she was black. So the child ended up dying because of not having the proper aid. And we ended up having a well-thought-out conversation. He was like, well, how do you feel about it? And I was like, well, I really didn't care. But he made up a great point how systematic white supremacy works, because there were no charges. If the story was true, there were no charges that were brought up on this white family, which should have happened.
But there shouldn't have been any charges. They did not deny their child medical attention. They denied one person from performing that medical attention. So technically, they did not do a crime. They just are assholes.
Well, I see that as a crime because if
see, and hold on. The point that she's trying to make is, let's reverse that whole situation. Let's say black people did the same thing. We're just hypothetically speaking right now.
Black
everything's not about equality.
Every day when you're a Jehovah's Witness,
no, they don't.
You deny, you refuse to take any blood, even though it will say
no. That's the difference because you're now basing it off religion to what somebody looks like. This is the color of their skin, so they denied the health care. We have to understand that white supremacy, it isn't just systematic, it's structural. So
that is a religion.
Right.
White supremacy is a religion.
It is a religion that they practice. But when I mean it's
so
structural,
then there's no crime.
No, but let me just get I mean that too. They have the privilege to do certain things. But what I mean it's structural, it means that it's meant, and I was really going to tie everything together, but it's meant for us, our nation of people, to point the finger back at ourselves in the community and address what we need to be doing. That's how it works. So I'm just going to fast forward to the conversation why AJ was calling the brother, saying he was Cooney. I could at some point understand where AJ was coming from, but I can also understand where the brother was coming from. And it's not saying that we need to just ignore and try not to dismantle these things, but you have to look at it. Like, we are in this condition, and certain things are placed in front of us so that we can't get around it. But then at the same time, if you know the whereabouts of the condition, then you know it was meant for us not to come together or for us not to wake up. Do you get what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this question. Systematic white supremacy.
Your phone breaking up, AJ.
Do you believe that systematic white supremacy exists?
Don't get mad at me, man.
I'm not mad at all.
I'm not mad at all. I'm not mad. I'm just asking you a question.
What was the question again? Do I believe what?
Well, basically,
white supremacy.
So I'm just going to break it down how systematic white supremacy works. If you want to talk about a
that's not answering. What was the actual question, though?
Do you believe in systematic white supremacy?
Yeah, I do.
So you understand how systems work?
What does that have to do with that man saying no? You can't treat my kid because I don't like the color of your skin.
You're answering the question with a question.
Being a crime. The crime.
You're answering the question with a question.
Indeed, that's a crime. Do you know what? Let me go back to this, because I remember back in South Carolina when they were doing the riots, there was a police officer. There was a white supremacist who was having a heat stroke, and the police officer who was black nursed him to aid. Now, if the tables were to turn and he wasn't, he said, oh, well, you can't nurse me back to aid or, recover me, even though that's his job, I'm sure he would have got charged for not being able to do so. So, yes, it plays a big role.
No, actually, you have a right to refusal of care. If a person says, I don't want you touching me, and you don't, it is not your fault.
Okay, but you have a right to refuse care. But now this is pertaining to a child. Do you get what I'm saying? This is not an adult saying, I don't want the care.
I know for a fact that you have the right. You are that child's guardian. You are making the medical decisions for that child. So in essence, you are that child's decision maker. So you have that right to pick and choose. I've seen it done over the years a lot of times. It don't be just about black people. It be about this person stinks, or this person's an asshole, or this person's black.
Okay, you know what? I have another question to ask you.
Okay, well, I didn't know the extremities of the law, but what I'm saying, if they were to be black, it would have been completely different. This would have been all over the news, everything. Hold on. I'm sorry, AJ.
Never mind. It's pointless. It's pointless. I'm sorry. There's no reason for me to even talk.
You can't get upset because the law doesn't necessarily agree with
I'm not upset because you're not going to answer my question. I'm not upset. I already know what you're going to say.
Every question you asked.
Okay. Do you believe in equality? Is equality
a realistic equality?
Yes.
The actual practice or the premise?
You're answering my question with a question. It's a yes or no. It's a yes or no question.
I believe that we all should have equality. Do I believe that we all do have equality?
You don't believe in equality.
You do believe in equality.
Y'all take it the way y'all want to take it. Yeah, there's sometimes you have to look at the question you're asking me. That's not just a simple yes or no question. In the fact that are you talking about are we equal? No, we are not. Hell no, not even close.
I understand that.
Should that be a problem? It shouldn't be a problem. No.
But see, the thing is,
have that problem.
But see, the thing is, you have to understand how supremacy. I want to take a page out of Sean's book. Let's break down the word supremacy. Let's break this down. You feel what I'm saying? So if we believe if we believe in supremacy, how can it be an equality practice when as though that you feel as though that you're safe and everything isn't about race or everything isn't about somebody trying to save their race? You can't believe in both of them.
There was equality being practiced.
You're answering my question with a question. You're answering my question with a question. But go ahead.
You're implying that I said that equality was being practiced. I never said that.
No, but you stated that. Do you feel like we should have equality or something of that nature?
Or we shouldn't have equality?
You stated that
we should have equality.
We should have equality. So this is one of the things this is one of the points that I need to make, because I feel like there is an agenda when it comes to black people. And one of the agendas is some people want to practice equality, some people want to practice black supremacy. That right there is a divide. The more you educate yourself with the opposite, the more you educate yourself on your history, and I'm talking about far beyond us being in America or hopping on them slave ships, then you know that we were never equal to them. So to say that you want equality, for me, my agenda and my agenda for other people would to practice black supremacy. Just not in the wicked manner that white people do. Because I know their history from the beginning of time that they are devils. So I think that's what AJ meant, that we won't have we won't fall in line if we are really looking to be equal to them, or at least even have equal rights, equal laws, or pretty much anything that where we're looked in at the same light, because that's just never going to happen. So I think that was it. But again, we ended up getting off topic.
I know.
I really wanted to talk about that.
Too, Imani.
Oh, okay. Well,
all
right. Well, I'll let you take the next caller.
We only got 7 minutes left.
Okay.
So, salute to you, Queen, for calling up. I want to make sure we get, I think that's Jack, and then so we can wrap it up, have a minute or two to wrap it up. You have a good evening. And we're going to get to 1275 for our last caller of the evening. What's good, fam?
Yo, hey, what's up, fellas? What's happening?
What's going on?
Oh, ain't nothing to it, man. Hey, great show, man. Great show. Great topic. Topics, rather. All right. AJ, there's one rare incident, and I have to agree with you, brother. I think that, at this stage in life, with all the stuff that's going on in Black America, if you walking around singing that anthem, then yeah, you're cool.
Oh, give me a break,
especially if you don't know the black national anthem. Come on now, you're cool.
I swear to God. Thank you. Nobody wants to listen to AJ though. Nobody wants to listen to AJ. Nobody.
Could it be that AJ was just wrong?
No. She was fucking cool. No, she was cool. You're wrong. I'm sorry. I love you, brother. I really love you, but she was. Did you watch the video? You cannot compare what she did. You can hear me out. Hear me out, brother. Please hear me out. Hear me out. You cannot compare what she did to somebody of like Beyonce status singing the national anthem at the Super Bowl or at a fucking boxing match, dog. She was in a room full of white supremacists trying to get their vote, singing her heart out, dog, and you're still deflecting. Come on.
I'm not deflecting anything. How many people have we asked this question, bro?
And how many people told you that you was wrong?
This caller here was the only one.
Man. It's a matter
this caller was the only one, though.
Right or wrong.
Thank you.
This
so
caller was the only one that agreed with you. You
didn't ask nobody else. You didn't ask somebody else, so I'm one up.
It's not a
Sean
right or
agreed
wrong,
with me,
man.
and there was another caller that agreed with me. Actually, it's 2-1.
What was their name?
This dude won't name.
But you know what? It's a small thing. It doesn't really matter, man. I don't care about that. You feel what I'm saying? I feel as though she was cooling. I feel like she was cooling this. She was cooling. Butter biscuits. Put it like this: all of them had butter biscuits on their plate, and she probably ate all of them. You feel what I'm saying? As soon as she got off the stage and put that mic down, that shit was pathetic.
I hate to break it to you, bro, but anybody running for the presidency, especially a black person, butter biscuits is going down.
So when can you tell me that Michelle Obama was singing in front of white folks just for Barack to get a vote?
Hold on. Come on, bro.
I don't know about the singing part, man, but she sure did a lot of dancing. It's not acting like that didn't happen.
When?
They didn't dance. They didn't dance. Oh man, see,
you have to bring up facts.
I'm bringing up facts.
Yeah.
I don't have the time.
So hold on, AJ. You saying that he never put himself or she never put herself and did anything in the name of cooning in order to help her in order for her husband to get elected? Are you serious?
No.
Right.
Not you. No. Whoa. Not you. See, the thing is, the fuck are you laughing for? I'm not saying that she didn't do it. No, it's not funny because she didn't do it for her husband to get elected. If it was, you can bring it up right now. Prove it to me. I can prove what I'm talking about. Can you prove what you're talking about?
What are you talking about? Her doing something and
prove what you're talking about.
You don't have to. I mean, come on, bro. We all know that politics is dirty. So there is no situation where we have to sit up there and say specifically, "Oh, we caught you with your dress up." You know what I'm saying? Doing some kind of coon behavior. We already know politics is dirty. You have to do some coon shit in order to get to where you got to get to.
And I understand that. I understand that. But I'm talking about the degree that she went to cooning. The degree that she went to cooning.
There you go, man.
You didn't mention the degrees before.
Man.
No, I mean, but the thing is, y'all still not proving me wrong. Y'all still haven't shown no evidence. I got the evidence. So I'm right.
What evidence do you have?
Her singing in front of a whole crowd of white supremacists, bruh. You seen it. That's my evidence. Where's yours?
I don't find the video beforehand, but I guarantee you that she did some cooning shit to get the president, help get the president elected.
Absolutely. And that's just what we take, man, as a part of life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you put in situations where you might have to kind of like shuck and jive a little bit in order to get somewhere better. But I wanted to, at least since I'm the last caller again, I wanted to at least, and you know, it's a jab at you, John. But
that's all right. I'll take that.
I definitely wanted to talk about that. I posted something about white people, and it stated that the health expectancy and the life expectancy of white males is at an all-time low, and that they do realize, they've been saying for decades and eons, that they do realize their numbers are steadily declining. And, you know, this culture of fear that they live in with the gathering of the guns and all this, you know, all this kid violence, and, you know, the kids are naturally more violent. Now, they show our kids as animals on TV, but we all know the science. Their kids are naturally more violent. So my thing is, with that thing that was posted, if anybody got a chance to see that article, you know, what type of ways should we start educating our kids so that they know? Because we all know that when these people get scared, they're motivated by fear, and that's when they have no problem with, you know, taking it to another level. So, you know, so how do we start educating our kids and letting them know, hey, this is what y'all up against?
How do we start?
Yeah.
Oh man, just like with everything else, man. From Jump Street, you know, before they can talk, you know, before they can walk, you know, it's just like if you want your children to be multilingual, you know, you literally can talk to your children in utero, and it has an effect. You know, so from day one, teaching your children.
That's if you have that opportunity. And that's good to share that with somebody that starting off and they have that young mind that's able to be molded. But reverse it, flip it to the, that's the comfortable answer. How about the ones that already have a measure of life, that already have been through some experiences that have soured them in some ways, and their perspective is a little bit different from versus that, of a child that learns that from the womb. How do we connect with that generation? How do we let them know what this fear, this cultural fear that they live in, can be detrimental to you? It can be detrimental to our entire existence.
I don't know, man. So, I guess my first instinct would be to say to listen. I don't think we listen enough. I think we all have our, we're experienced, we know better, we've been there. But one thing I think that as you grow older, you tend to forget is that at some point you wanted adults to listen to you too. Mm-hmm. And I think we spend a lot of time trying to legislate emotions as opposed to allowing these kids an outlet to release those emotions in a positive manner. And not only that, coupled with some focused strategy to help them overcome some things.
Yeah, well, and I know y'all kind of talked about the Missouri thing. The only thing I wanted to add to that is that somebody told y'all about black stagnation. How when the movement starts, if the momentum does not keep going, then that movement within itself, it can become irrelevant over time. I think that the momentum that should really be going after this is that we know white folks learn from their mistakes. They'll say, okay, look, I guess these people have figured out that they do hold some level of economic power, especially when it comes to shutting down a whole football team and shutting down the games and recognize that how many hotels and everything else is not going to benefit from having those games, and they quickly answer suit. My thing is, okay, so why can't that momentum keep going? Why can't we try to fight for some of these kids, man, that are just getting their own scholarships, and that's all the money that they have? Why, if they're out there on the field, why not let those kids make a little bit of money off of it? You got plenty of people gambling on it.
I mean, and not only just gambling on it, we have to look at some of the memorabilia that they're selling off of it, because Jobs, being from Detroit, he knows about the whole Michigan scandal. Those kids was broke. No, I mean, yeah, go ahead. Because those kids was broke. Like Chris Webber and them was broke, but they was walking past stores with their jerseys in there. And those people was making money off them. Like, I feel as though that college athletes need to be paid. Even though they do got scholarships, I feel as though that they need to be paid, because you have to think about it. If you're going to give me a scholarship for probably like $40,000 or $50,000, maybe even $100,000 scholarship,
man,
but if
actually they sued to get that though.
They did what?
The players at Northwestern University, they actually, I want to say it was last year, they actually won a case where they had sued, and if I remember correctly, the decision was technically they still are employees, but that they can get compensated.
Yeah, I can bring up another case about that as well. At O'Bannon, I know y'all remember the O'Bannon brothers that played for UCLA.
Yeah.
They sued for that as well. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, yeah, because they was using their how would they call it? Their likenesses, if I'm not mistaken. If they were using their likenesses. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say that I really, really hope that the lesson that definitely goes with the situations that they finally realize that we do have the power to shut stuff down like this. And if we just can't wait for incidents to happen and then say, okay, that's racist, and then now we address it. I'm sure there's been plenty more shit that happened on that campus. I'm more than positive. I went to a white university myself, so I know the kind of stuff that goes on those campuses. So I just hope that with this momentum that's going on now, that a lot more problems are addressed before it gets to the point where it's insulting. You know what I mean? Because nobody should have to feel intimidated by going to school.
Correct.
Right. So
correct.
That's my.
I agree with that.
Wrap it up. Right. All right, well, hey, fellas.
Oh, no doubt.
Love the
You
show.
know what? Peace out, man. And we done already went over a couple minutes. You know what? If y'all want, man, we could take one more caller right quick, and then we'll wrap it up.
That'd be dope. That'd be dope. That'd be dope.
You still woke?
Who, me?
I ain't heard from you woke, man?
A little bit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm halfway in. I was like looking at this.
You got it in you for one more call, man?
Yeah, I got it in me.
All right, man. Hold on. 6891, if you still there, we got you. What's good, fam? Hello? 6891. Yeah, it sounded like they were singing the national anthem. They cooning.
It sounded like they was listening to one of those new dudes. I don't know who they was. It sounded like they was turned the fuck up. They was like, oh shit, it's 10 o'clock.
It did sound like they were turned up over there.
I was like,
wait.
God.
All right, I don't know what year this is. It was posted in March though. But is Michelle Obama dancing on Ellen DeGeneres? Is that cooning?
Was it before or after Barack was elected?
I'm not
because
sure.
You have to
posted in March. It doesn't say like when the episode was.
You have to understand. See, the thing is, you're going to have to play the game. You're going to have to
simple yes or no question.
No. It's not a yes or no question because the reason. No. Let me explain. Let me explain why it's not a yes or no question.
It's only
was it before?
It's a certain time of day that you have to coon, right? Like it's only a certain time a day.
You thought that was supposed to be funny or something? It's not.
No,
you feel what I'm saying? Like it felt flat. You feel me? Because because you have to. Why put it like this? Why would she have to dance on there to get votes if her husband is already the president? That's why she's singing. That was not funny.
It just wasn't funny.
She's singing for her husband to get votes. If she was dancing when Barack was already the president, she could do it because she wants to do it. It's a difference. You don't see. So I'm the coon master. I'm the coon master. I'm the coon. No, I'm the coon master. I'm the coon master. You feel what I'm saying? You can't out coon a coon master.
Oh Lord! So you're the biggest coon?
I'm young coon priest. I'm the coon master. You feel what I'm saying? So you can't do that one with me. So don't just bring up no frivolous videos and then not say when they're dated. When I can tell you when I bring up videos when they're dated. She did that 2 weeks ago. When did Michelle do that? And you won't even tell me. And you see the date. If you're looking at the YouTube video, you can see the date.
I see her doing push-ups on the Ellen DeGeneres show 3 years ago.
When did she do it? When did she do it? Was Barack?
That's just like 3
when did she
years
do
ago.
it? Yeah, Barack was in office.
The actual date on there.
Barack was in office. You don't even understand why I was saying that Ben Carson's wife was cool. She's trying to get up.
He did have 2 elections though. You remember, right?
Yeah, and 3 years ago he was already in 3 years ago he was already in his second term. Right? Okay.
It depends on when they did it though.
Oh my God! Oh, now it depends.
Right?
Yeah. Oh my God! Now you're answering my questions with questions. 3 years ago, Barack was already in his second term, so basically she wasn't cooning for her husband to get in the office. Like I'm basically saying why she was cooning for Ben Carson to get in the office. Like, come on, you have to come stronger than that, brother. You gotta come stronger than that.
When did her husband start the second term?
In 2012. And it's 2015.
And that's 3 years ago.
Right, so he got a whole other year left.
So basically, but he won't tell me the date, though. He won't tell me the date. 3 years ago.
It doesn't say the date. I just told you that.
Oh, my God. So YouTube videos don't show you the date? YouTube videos just don't show you the date no more. Come on, you're lying, bro.
You said 2 years ago. What do you want?
Oh, so it was 2 years ago. First it was 3 years. Oh yeah. I was about to say. Come on, bro. Like, now it's 2-on-1, and both of both of y'all just want to eat butter biscuits at night.
You'll call one person a coon and give somebody a pass for the exact same behavior.
No. This is what I want to do.
And actually, I'm gonna. This was published on February 2nd, 2012.
And.
You asked, was it a date? I'm telling you. That was the date.
February 12th, 2012, we already knew that Barack was already going to be basically elected. And again, who was his running mates? Who was he running against? Thank you. Like, come on, man. Like, you can't stop the coon master.
I am the coon. No, you're giving her a pass. You're giving her a pass for doing the same shit. We all know.
No, Sean, don't laugh. Don't laugh, Sean, because you're getting Red Lobster cheddar biscuits, and I'm giving him Popeye's butter biscuits. You feel what I'm saying? Bruh, both of y'all gonna get them tonight.
Bruh,
yes.
You got to pet. Coon.
You got to pet coon. Obsessing with this.
I'm not calling y'all coons. I'm just saying y'all eating butter biscuits tonight.
No. I said you got a pet coon. We know.
Oh, whoa! You want to do that on the air? Whoa! You want to do that on the air? So, see, I knew how y'all New York dudes. I knew. Whoa! I know how y'all New York dudes get down, man. See,
I ain't say no name. Just want you to know we got the style.
What? That's not fair, man. Like, come on, chill. Y'all not cones no more, yo. Just keep that file to yourself. You dig what I'm saying? Like, no, chill, bro.
Just like it ain't no consistency with it, man.
How is it? Put it like, when was I inconsistent,
and
though?
Find some way.
No, I mean, no. Seriously, though.
Some way to be like, yeah, well, this is exactly what it was, because it really wasn't that. It was a eclipse. And then it was a half moon, and then it was because it was 3 p.m. when they did it. It really don't count because it was only 3 people there. You got
that would have been funny if you were talking to somebody off of their game. But everything that I talk about is really accurate when I call people. I don't call everybody coons. I really don't. You never heard me call.
No, it's not. It's really accurate to you.
No, it's accurate because I'm telling the truth.
To you, yeah. To you.
I mean, I just proved you wrong by actual facts.
I love this show.
Because she trust me, I have totally neglected the whole conversation that's going on, man. Googling shit.
Yeah. I mean, because like you really trying to prove me wrong, and at the end of the day, like, yo, I am the coon. I'm the coon man. Any coon can get it. Americoon, Africoon, all of these coons can get it. I point them out and I shut them down. Thank you.
Right.
Like,
and you are a creator coon too. Because you are a creator coon out of thin air.
Oh, really? Just name one then. You know what? Since you want to give me a label, then prove me wrong.
That one dude that went to Washington D.C. You called him a coon like for forever.
Yeah, basically he was.
The recap show.
Yeah, and I'm see, you just pulled that right out of thin air, out your ass, and I'm gonna tell you why. Man, I didn't even call him a coon. I just basically was just telling him like,
him a coon?
No.
You didn't call him a coon?
No.
You're not even sure about that answer.
No, I'm being serious. I didn't call him a coon.
Right. That pause right there. That pause right there was doubt.
No, I had to take I had to breathe. I had to breathe. Like, can I inhale some air? You feel me? Like, yo, like I'm diabolical or something. You feel me? Like, I was just basically saying like he was sipping this. Damn!
You gonna blame breathing?
It was like, so you heard that? You took a second. 1 second. Like, I can't breathe and shit.
You gotta be snappy.
I swear to God, yo. Man. I'm not taking. If we all chilling out and y'all say y'all want to go to the club, I'm gonna fake a cold. That's when I'm gonna be a phone that night. I'm not gonna know what y'all. Y'all gonna make me laugh to the point where as though we're all gonna get in trouble. That this man told me I couldn't breathe.
Oh, you gonna be sitting here the whole time, man. Dead coon.
Oh my, no,
Dead coon.
No, man.
1,412 coons up in here, man. We got to go, fellas. Coon alert is on high.
Oh man! Oh shit! That wasn't funny, bro. No, I mean, but you know what though? All right, on a serious note, all right, I do want your serious input on this. I don't know if you watched the video about Ben Carson's wife, but let's keep it if you see how bad she sung, if she know how bad she sounds, why would she get on there and do that to herself?
I'm not going to even disagree with it.
I didn't see it, so I'm assuming that she made a complete joke.
So I'm talking. Hold on, so hear me out. So I'm talking to two people that didn't see the video.
No. Listen,
and y'all want to debate me.
No. I didn't debate, really. I just asked you one question.
No.
You asked me one question and I answered it. You said, no, I forgot who. Somebody asked me, is it cooning to sing the national anthem? And I said no. That's what I said.
Okay. See, and Jobs asked you that question because we know how Jobs like to get down. He's going to basically take the whole situation and put it in a aquarium.
A bologna sandwich.
He's going to put it in a bologna sandwich when he's ignoring the bread, the cheese, the lettuce. No, hold on, Jobs. But Jobs, hold on. No, I mean, Jobs, you just trying to compare Ben Carson's wife singing in front of 12 white supremacists to Beyonce doing the national anthem at the Super Bowl. You really try to compare these two. Watch the video.
First off, in the interest of fairness, I never said Beyonce. I said
really?
Marvin Gaye
and
Whitney Houston.
But they was at the Super Bowl though. That's what I'm basically saying. So it really doesn't matter who was at the Super Bowl.
If you gonna say what I said,
if you're going to support the Coons, I got to get the support of the Coons right. Basically, that's what you're saying. Okay, I got you. So we're just going to put blah 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 right there. Yes, it does, because you're trying to compare somebody singing at a Super Bowl compared to somebody singing the national anthem in front of 12 white supremacists. That's not the same.
How many white supremacists you think in the audience at a Super Bowl?
I'm pretty sure you're answering my question. You hear what I'm hearing, right, Shaw? You just don't want to say it. You hear what I'm saying? Why are you answering my questions with a question, bruh? Come on. You hear this shit. Why would you ask that question? No, you're not.
The coon dot on. All sensibilities go out the window with you, AJ.
No, I'm being realistic. I don't really.
Nothing else matters. They are a coon.
Yo, put it like this. You know what? All right, put it like this. You know what? All right, who can watch the video right now? Out of y'all two, who can watch the video right now? If you can watch the video, watch 30 seconds of it, and me and Sean to talk. Watch 30 seconds of it, and then come back, and then I guarantee you your whole argument will change.
I have watched the video. How many times I need to say it, bruh?
And she wasn't cooning.
I have watched the video.
So she wasn't cooning.
She sang the national anthem. For her husband to get elected. Who would not do that?
That's cooning! Oh my God, that's cooning! Why would you have to sing the national anthem if
your wife was running for president, you wouldn't do that for her?
If she went up, as soon as she hit that, America, I just tackled her ass off the stage. I would never be president. She sounded horrible. Like, yo, she sounded like a wounded coyote in Resident Evil 2 on PlayStation 1, dog.
I agree. She sounded horrible. Not disputing that. She sounded good. Yeah, that was just, like, that was wrong on his part to be like, yeah, baby, you should sing this. Because she sounded horrible. Ain't no debate, man.
You feel me? And then, and see, the thing is, you have to put everything in. Oh man, we get to chopping it up so much for real. It's like we forgot that we was on the air. If we are still on the air,
we are. Let's wrap this up right quick, man. And since Sean gone, let's go ahead and get off. You silly though, bro. Salute to everybody who called in. Salute to my co-hosts, Sean and AJ. Dope show. Appreciate it. Don't forget to check out the website, myskinismysin.com. Check out the groups, All Black Everything, and My Skin Is My Sin. Don't forget to support the fan page, My Skin Is My Sin. And don't forget, from Goins to Gods, we welcome everyone. We only have one rule. Be respectful. You see a post, share a post. Tell a friend. Help us out a little bit. Salute to y'all. We love y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Good night.